Hello everyone, this is JM Gaming, and this would be my first YouTube video that I've done. So welcome everyone. You're all new and so am I. So let's go ahead and talk about the Cavern update. I think there was definitely some stuff he got right, and it was pretty good and solid. And other things that I think was a complete and total mess. So just so you guys know where I'm coming from, I started on November 25th of 2023. Last year I missed 152 days, unfortunately, on the game because I had some stuff going on in real life. So I just came back about 3, 4 weeks ago. Just so you guys know. So I wasn't here when the hole came out. So this is coming from more of a newer to the cavern type of deal. Before that, I would consider myself kind of like a mid-game type of person. Maybe some people might think I'm early end game, but I consider myself mid-game. I guess that's a different kind of debate in a different video for that. So let's go ahead and get into it and we'll see what I think is going on here. First of all, as far as the Dragon Warrior statues, everyone talked about beforehand, everybody's talked about it afterhand. Yeah, I understand it was a pretty big issue in the beginning and I kind of felt the pinch on it. But I did farm up 150 of them. And I found it to be, I didn't feel it as much when they were gone. But the problem is that putting them in Cavern 15 is a huge problem to people who have not played the Cavern a lot or have used a ton of lanterns. So it really, that's probably my biggest problem that I have with this update is the fact that Cavern 15 just requires so much more XP that he put it to. It just makes it really, really hard to kind of get stuff. Just so we can kind of see an aspect here, let's go ahead and look at my bravery. I've done it every day for like the 3, 4 weeks that I have been here. So this is all just 3, 4 weeks worth. This is what I have. This is what I'm looking at. Not to mention the hardest thing right now is just trying to get Monument AFK time. I mean, it's a nightmare because you don't get it till way later on. And the problem with that being is you need it earlier more than you need it later. So as you can see, I have none. And it's not that I haven't done it, and it's not that I don't push hard, because I do. I push as far as I can every single day. And then when we look at Justice, same thing. I got lucky the other game and got a 5%. That's it. I mean, that's all I've gotten. We take a look at Wishes. I'm getting 8.34. Sometimes I get 9, of course, because of the Conjurer bonus. It can give me a 90% chance to give me 9. So that gives you an idea of where we're at on that. I'm not getting these crazy stats or anything. Now when we look, I have everybody into the Explorer now because I'm trying to push the floors again to get to the next cavern. But if we look at this, I'm getting 185 million, almost 186 million. But the problem is you need 58 billion to get to the next. So if we want to go ahead and figure this out, we can go ahead and, well, 58, so we would be 46 is what we have left. So let's go ahead and look at the 46 billion, and then we're going to divide that by what I have here. 85. And it's showing this is going to be 247 hours worth. Now we'll go ahead and divide that by 24 for obviously 24 hours in a day. And it's saying I'm going to take 10.3. So almost, I mean, I would assume it's probably going to be 10 because, I mean, I'm going to get a little more XP as I'm doing my bravery and my justice as I go along. So we'll say 10 days just for the sake of argument. We might even get it down to 9. But that is a very long time for somebody who's considered probably mid-game to be able to get to the final bits of content. That's not great. I mean, you're completely locking me out of that content. And then your end gamers are just going to get that much farther on us. But I mean, that's beside the point. Now, with these, I mean, you just get so little that it kills you. It's just such a slog of a grind that you are just sitting here for half the day to not even get that much. I just got done opening up the Enchanted Jar. So that one's pretty bad. Obviously, we know what we got to do here. Pretty basic. Another one. Why are we opening this and why are we bringing out a update with somebody who doesn't even work? It does absolutely nothing. I wasted time in the beginning parking people here for a couple hours and stuff just to try to unlock this, just to find out later on. People are like, oh yeah, well, Justice never had that. Justice was like that. It came out, you couldn't do nothing. Well, how am I to know? I wasn't here when the hole came out. Any kind of new person comes here and the hole isn't out is going to waste their time here too. Like, let's put that in the patch notes. Let's let people know, hey, look, this isn't working yet. Don't bother wasting your time. Let's let people know if they can receive AFK time or not, which I would assume now that we can. But I mean, there's no point in me being here, but I'm wasting my time because there's nothing to let me know otherwise. And obviously Gambit came out, also did nothing until later on. So why are we coming out with half-baked updates? This is not helping anybody. I mean, I push into this thinking I have 5 new things I can get to, just to find out that, of course, the next one is going to take me 10 days to get to, which is just ridiculous. I mean, I understand that streamers and endgamers and stuff like that are going to push lamps. They're already up there because they also have all that time that they've been doing the whole before that. I wasn't playing the game, and that's not their fault. That's my fault. I wasn't playing. But I mean, if you're trying to close the gap, it's never going to happen. It's not even going to come close. I mean, they are just way above and beyond. And when it comes to all of these stones and everything that we have here, the gems for the end gamers, the little tiny percent that got the crazy bit for them, I mean, I'm not even going to go over that. Main had a video that came out that really went well over it. We'll leave that stuff be to him. He's more of an end gamer. I'm not, so I'm not going to speak on stuff that I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm not 100% sure. But my main bit of this is just, an update comes out, I want to play some content. Now, if it takes me a couple days to unlock content, then so be it. I understand that. And I am completely fine with that. But when it's going to be 10 days, or maybe even 9 if I'm lucky, not to mention, I used all those lanterns that they gave me when I reached Gambit. I also bought lanterns this time 6 twice, and I still am not that far. I mean, that's abysmal. It's really a big problem, and I think he really needs to address that. Because now, everybody's like, oh yeah, Dragon Warrior statues are not a problem. Well, they are a problem when it's going to take me 10 days to get to it. I'm still feeling the pinch. A lot of people are going to feel the pinch. If he wants to push stuff to get a lot of new players into this game, you need to make it new player friendly. I'm not saying instant gratification for people, but I'm saying taking this up to 58 billion is insane and ridiculous. There was no reason for it. Because I got to 14, no problem. I mean, it took me a day to push from 13 to 14. I mean, I even did my study. I put them in engineer a little bit first. Grab some of my bonuses so I could get the jars rolling. Measurement, I put a little bit into them to just kind of get the ball rolling on that. There's no point in going far where I can't even unlock that stuff or can't even progress. And then, of course, I did the study so I could unlock a few things and push that a little bit. But I mean, it's just insane how much slower this Explorer goes than even before. I mean, I had no problem pushing these first sets. The Shallow Cavern and the Glow Shroom tunnels. No problem. But this overgrowth is ridiculous. Well, I guess that's probably enough of me kind of ranting or whatever the case may be, but I just wanted to bring it to people on a little bit of a different aspect, coming from somebody who isn't complete endgame, who, isn't getting completely crazy. I mean, as you can see, 600 is where 539, 666. Like, I'm not like stupid far. I've got some talents and stuff, but I'm not crazy far on stuff. I mean, I'm decent, but yeah, just to bring it into the aspect of somebody else that's different, looking at it from a different bit. I believe that a lot of end gamers kind of get those blinders on them to really see exactly where a mid game or early game is struggling. And the Dragon Warriors are a struggle. And hitting Cavern 15 is a huge struggle. It can't be emphasized enough on how much of a problem it is. I mean, I shouldn't have to wait 10 days being a mid-game / almost end-game player. I would hate to see somebody who just reached World 5. I mean, it's going to take them forever. It's going to take them months before they can get there. So let me know how you feel in the comments. Let me know if there's any kind of videos or anything you want me to go over. I would be more than happy to. But thanks a lot, everybody. Take care and have a good one.